This game strips away everything that you think that you need to live on a day-to-day basis and survive. In Survivor, you literally are surviving. I don't think that you can be prepared for what we had to go through out there. Nothing could have prepared me for actually building my own shelter, going to catch my own food, going to the bathroom next to a pile of ants. Nothing could have prepared me for it, and I don't think that anybody can, except for the people who have gone through it, truly understand what it means to be on Survivor. I just got to a point where it was like, I'm here. You got to make it, see what you can do. Doesn't matter what you look like. I mean, you have to let your guard down. I was eating things that in real life I would never put my fingers on. A snail, baby snails. I don't even eat mussels, and I was eating it like it was the best food I'd ever tasted, ever. So it was a lot of things that I had to let my guard down on, literally to survive, because there were moments I felt like I'm not going to make it out here without some food in my system, and I had to eat and live to survive out there. And I was very surprised at myself. I have a better appreciation for things. I'm still the same Sherea. I just learned more about Sherea. Um, I know that I'm way stronger than I even thought I was. I always thought I was a strong person, but I see now that it only takes simple things, to make you realize how strong you are as a person. My attitude is still the same. I'm still upbeat, still sarcastic, still full of life, but at the same time, I can appreciate being outside with the bugs for a little while. I can tolerate the humidity a little more now. I'm not as prissy as I was before I came out here. As a teacher, I have more control, and I have people that are actually looking up to me and needing me. In the game of Survivor, people don't really need you. They use you, to get where they want to go. As a teacher, these kids, they don't even know what using me, as a teacher is. They need me out there. They need me to survive in the classroom. As Survivor, they don't need you. They're trying to get rid of you so they can, get themselves further along. It was very difficult for me to not let the teacher and the leader come out of Sherea. I had to walk around with my mouth shut and my ears and eyes open, which was very difficult for me. I held a lot in, and I felt like my personality, except for in challenges, it kind of slowed down. I didn't feel like myself all the time. I wasn't, wanting to talk all the time. I didn't have much to say when I was out there, but in the challenges, it was like Sherea times 10 came out. So I don't know, it was very weird for me, but I definitely had to step back outside of myself and learn to listen and, learn to watch instead of talking all the time. The game of Survivor, in relation to teaching fourth graders, I mean, it's in relation to life, just dealing with people in, itself. But I had to step back out of myself and not be the teacher while I was on Survivor and just be the student. And that was different for me. Still had the same personalities that you deal with children every day. You got the bully, got the insecure kid, you got the outspoken child, you got the busybody child. Same thing, just dealing with adults, totally different. And they're actually harder to deal with than children. I did get a lot of strength from knowing that I had kids that were going to be watching me on TV and looking up to me. I think that's majority of the reason that kept me going. I didn't want to embarrass myself, and not only that, I didn't want my kids to see me weak. So it gave me a lot of strength. I was like, yeah, you got to keep going. You can't stop. I think that personality-wise, my students and friends and family will say that's the way I am in the classroom, but when they see me on the challenges, they're not going to believe it. They're not going to believe it. I'm very competitive at home, especially at work. It's really weird. We have competitions on my job, amongst teachers, and I'm always trying to fight just to be the best, or I'm fighting for my kids at field day, to be the best. So I'm very competitive. I know that I may not always be number one, but I know I'm damn sure I'm not coming in last. So it was very much surprising for me to get on Survivor and people be like, oh, we're scared of you. Never crossed my mind that I would be a physical threat at all. I think that Sherea Survivor and Sherea the teacher, I'm going to bring so much more. I'm already a hands-on teacher, but I'm going to bring so much more. Like, I'm already planning Survivor Day for my kids in the classroom. So I'm going to bring much more hands-on learning and just different ways of seeing and thinking that I can give my kids a better way and much more fun way of learning. I thought I was already a fun teacher, but now I have so many more ideas and things that I want my children to experience through me.